back to the Emulator Paradise Let's Play. Hypnos here again. Just, you know, keeping track of things. We've got Lava Hole Stroll up there. It's a double exit level, so... Notice everything's been palette swapped as well. It's got a nice red tinge to it on absolutely everything. You know, the Coopers, both sorts. You know. You'll see later on, but I'm not joking. Everything has been retinted for this level. And we got the lava monster back. I can't remember when they made their first appearance, but and the bats, which are now pink, so they stand out, you know, a bit less than they did the last time. Since when could Coopers walk on lava? How are their feet not, you know, on fire or? And we got the football players back, and they're even, you know, tinted for the occasion. You notice most enemies I'm just, you know, running past. These ones I'm just actively going after. They just piss me off for some reason. No other enemy does it in the same way. I think I've worked out why the game creator likes using the footballs so much as well. You've probably noticed by now that they have a really odd, you know, trajectory. You notice how he was perfectly fine just standing there, but as soon as he moved, he died. You know, sunk into the lava. I don't know how that works. This is, you know, this part here is your standard, you know, run over the platforms while keeping the real one inside your head. If you let it get off screen for whatever reason, going ahead of it or getting left behind, it disappears on you. That killed me a couple of times till I worked out that it functioned that way. And again, the lava patently disobeying the laws of physics here. You know, liquids are supposed to settle into a flat equilibrium where possible. This is pretty blatantly not doing that, so I'm going to assume it's not actually lava. You know, it's some sort of superheated force field or something. Just makes more sense that way, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. Another storyline one, this time about how hot it is, and ignoring the discomfort of the fact it's probably about 200 degrees down there. Well, if you wanted comfort, you shouldn't have gone into what looks to be a fucking active volcano. So, 2 fire flowers. You'd think they'd thrive in conditions like this. And here we see everyone's favourite game creator has gone, or game modder I should say, has gone and brought back the jumping on enemies while they walk on lava trick. And again, it's not obeying the laws of physics, it's not staying flat, it's just out to get you. I've no idea how these things can walk on lava either, though. It's easier to admit that than the Coopers, because those things look tough. The Coopers look just goofy. And not in the good way either. Going for the Yoshi coins, they're all pretty easy in this level. Gonna duck and hide from the Coopers, because if the Coopers, you know, can't reach me, and if I can't see them, they can't hurt me. At least. That's what I've come to believe in. See? Duck, I can't see them. They apparently don't see me, and they just go on their merry way without terrorizing me like all the other enemies do. The Communist Coopers and I have come to an agreement. I respect their brand of revolutionary, you know, left-wing politics, and they respect mine. For now. There'll be all sorts of infighting and backstabbing with the ice picks later, no doubt. Like running uphill there. But that's the first version of the level down. There's a secret exit, so of course we've got to go back through it again. Still, the secret exit's really early on and it's not that long a level, so... That's Passage Panic there, we'll be doing that after I get through the second version of Lava Hole Stroll. Is, you know, running around on top of lava just never gets old. But clearly, in addition to ignoring, you know, all forms of ecosystems, economics, biology, chemistry, it's going to ignore yet another basic law of physics and pretend that heat convection doesn't actually exist. Because if Mario was sitting this close to lava normally, he'd be cooked like, you know, the Thanksgiving turkey. Not that I've ever seen a Thanksgiving turkey because I'm not American, but you get the idea. You know, everything in this cave would have been incinerated by now. Assuming it wasn't fireproofed in somewhere, which I'm assuming these footballs are because they're remarkably resilient. But not fireball proof, which is odd. Anyway. You see the secret exit coming up in a little bit. It's an ingenious little thing by Axiom Jinx standards, which means it's a hidden pipe with absolutely no indication that it's actually there, and you're expected to find it, presumably through trial and error. Sometimes he really does manage to piss everyone off. So yeah, pipe's just hidden there, takes you to the secret exit area. Very short, you've just got to bounce off of a bunch of the shells over the top of lava, grab the key, run uphill a bit, and get to the exit. That one's Toxic Trot, that's for Ray, and I kind of pity him having to do that. That looks to be the scrappy level of this stage. Now we're going on to this one. Lots of Koopas and lots of bandsaws in close range, so it's good fun. Yeah, just going to let myself get hit here, because I'm presuming there is a way to get through there without being small, but I haven't found it yet. Not that I'm a particularly competent Mario player, so you know, someone else probably would have figured it out. Football Jock's back again. I don't know why the hell he likes them. I know why he likes the footballs, but the actual football launches seem to be a little bit out of place. Again, I am killing them because I have not forgiven them for the blind Bailey results at all. I don't think I ever will. I will never be able to look them in the eye again and ignore the possibility of killing the bastards. Another run through real tight corridors with lots and lots of running, spinning saw blades. I stand by my comparison to the James Bond stuff earlier. I really, really want to see that done to Axiom Jinx right about now. Bouncing off the top saw blades. I don't know what the hell Mario's shoes are made out of. I've pointed it out before, but the man can jump up and down on a running bandsaw without hurting his feet so long as he's spinning. I don't really want to think about how that works, but it's confusing. More confusing than winged reptiles floating around doing nothing. So, pretty confusing. Again, definitely going for the Yoshi coins in this stage. They're all piss easy to get. And, you know, it's a distraction from dodging those edged, serrated, you know, instruments of torture they call a saw blade. Which, if I know Bowser, and I do, it's probably, you know, blunt enough that it doesn't cut so much as rip. Got another story block here. You know, if we'd been patient and playing directions, we wouldn't have actually been playing this game in the first place. That advice seems kind of superfluous to me at this point. Getting more dodging in enclosed spaces. At least there's no, you know, saw blades involved this time. That's terribly unpleasant for everyone involved. Except whoever came up with this game, but I'm not entirely certain he's human. And he's probably violated the Geneva Convention somewhere along the lines, so it's the hardest Yoshi coin to get. Bit of a jump. More running saw blades. This time they're double-sided. So, clearly intended just to give Darth Maul a bit of blade envy there. Tempting fate with the ducking, running through. I don't know what these things are called though. I've been seeing them all through the levels, but I still haven't worked out their actual name. I'm assuming they're not made up for the game, so they have an actual Mario name somewhere. Another storyline one. I'm getting some suspicions about how this is going to end, actually. And if those are true, I'm not going to be very happy about it. So, I'll hold off on those suspicions. I won't spoil anyone with what I think is going to happen. But if I'm right, Ray is going to want to kill me and Axiom Jinx. For the same reason, pretty much. And patterns, dodging the saw blades, they're all pretty easy to deal with here. They'll rip you to pieces if you fuck up, but not really a lot of unpredictable movement to make this difficult. It's all about picking the gaps in the patterns. Which, considering Ray and I have a completely crippling addiction to the Toho shooters, we've done a lot of this over the years. Though I manage to suck worse at them than I do at platformers, which is saying something. Yeah. This part is about picking where you can, you know, duck up far enough away from the saw blade, but there's so many spots to do it. It's just piss easy. And I still haven't learned that, you know, that there's a difference in height between the regular jump and spin jump. But it comes in useful there because it's the only way to get across. The regular jump launches you up too high. Last Yoshi coin is up the top here. See if I can get it properly. And that's that stage done.